Today is just like every day. I have a bad hair day, y'all. I have been tussling and combing and trying to get this stuff, to where it either puff up or lay down. And so far, I've been combing through it. Y'all, look, this stuff, this stuff on my head is so strong. And, it's soft, but it's so strong and full that it's so hard to comb through. I have to section my hair off section by section by section in order to comb the hair. That's the reason why I've been trying to think to myself, should I cut my hair off or should I let it grow? Because it can grow very long if I let it. But the more, I've gotten older, and the more I let it grow, I won't be able to handle it. I won't be able to manage my head. And by me being the type of person that was taught by my grandmother and my mother not to let anyone put their hands in my head, I don't go to beauty shops. I don't go because I don't trust anybody's hands with my hair. So, with that being said, Swords, I really enjoy the comments that I've gotten on my channel. I thank you for my new subscribers. And like I said before, this lip under here is numb as crap, all the way down to my chin. But I'm still here and I'm still talking, and I am still walking by faith and not by sight. I want to let y'all know, I was always told as a child and by some of my teachers and peers that I was a person that was fearless. And I am a person that has no fear. I have no fear. And, a lot of people want you to be afraid, but I'm not afraid of nobody. Nobody, no, I don't care who they are. I don't care what walk of life they are. I don't care what profession they have. I'm not afraid. Now, that strength, I believe, comes from within me. And I'm going to put my thumbnail of my granny, the only picture that I have of her, on my thumbnail. And this woman was a very, as y'all call it, light-skinned person. But, to look at her and to hear her talk and the way she thinks, because she was always a logical thinking person. And, she was always a person that strategized whatever she did in life. She put that same spirit in me, because she would always tell us, that there's nobody in this world better than you. There's nobody in this world that is stronger than you. Once you give your mind to whatever words or negative things that people say about you, once you give that room in your head, it'll start festering, it'll start growing. And, but if you're the type of person like I am with a strong will, I blocks it out. Just like some people can't let go of their past. You know what I'm saying? They can't let go of the fact that they was mistreated or, not treated right in life. They was abused by people that probably was abused themselves. But they don't know how to let it go. I mean, you rid yourself of these burdens. You don't have to carry this stuff around for the rest of your life. And this one lady, I had read her, I went to her channel, I read on her comments. She was talking about I need to do my hair. I do my hair when I get ready, sister. Like I said, most of these people who say anything about my features or my hair or something like that, I just laugh at them because I look at them and I'm like, come on now. You reaching, honey. You reaching to a person that was schooled by the old school. My grandparents and my great-grandparents, they loved the fuck out of me. And my sister and my brother. They taught us to have self-respect for ourselves. That's the reason why, I try not to go so hard on people because, I try to give advice to different people, like Adrian, but she didn't accept. She told the people to kiss her behind. And that's one thing I don't do. I don't kiss ass, kiss nobody's ass. And actually, you don't have to like me. You don't have to deal with me. I could have one person that subscribed to my channel, which is myself, and I'm still satisfied. I will still post stuff on my channel because it's the type of chick I am. And I've never begged anybody for anything. I've said little shit, joking and stuff like that. But as far as me, my success lies in more than what YouTube have to offer me. See, I can get large on YouTube and still lose my soul. I'm not going to lose my soul, not for none of these people on YouTube. And I have never been the type of person that follows anybody. Now, I may follow their channel, but it don't mean I'm following them. It don't mean that everything that they said that I believe, Sometimes I just like their commentary. Some of the stuff they said, to me, is funny. Some of the things they said, it's not funny. And, some of the things they said is on point. I mean, the way they see it. See, I'm going by what they see. But, but as far as me, out here trying to belittle and berate somebody, I'm not going to berate you. I'm not going to belittle you, but I do state what in my spirit, because I have a spirit of discernment. I read auras. I read body language. I've always been like that. That's a gift that God put in me. And it's not I'm judging nobody, you know what I'm saying? It's just that that's what I see. That's what you bring off to me when you're on camera. Now, if you got avatars and all that, you can't read. You can still read people's by their voices and stuff like that. And it's certain ones on here that's got that leader spirit. They got that warrior spirit in them. It's two on here that is very strong. And, and I listens to both of these ladies. And, I take it as a grain of salt. But I listen to them. Their voices are so powerful. Their voices can be used in so many different eras and, arenas of life. And like I said, I've always been a fighter. I am a fighter. I am a warrior, number one. I have that warrior spirit. And that warrior spirit won't let me bend a knee. Yeah, it's probably the reason why I never bend my knee to the national anthem or, you know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. I used to get in trouble about it in school. And back, just think in my day, it was really bad. And I still wouldn't bend the knee. I don't just accept anything that anybody say. And I don't care what nationality you are. It doesn't matter to me. And I've never looked at another person and me being low class and they being high class. Like I said, I don't care if they got millions of dollars. It doesn't make any difference to me. I'm still not going to be all Google at it and gaga and, stuff like that. I respect people's progress. I do. Because I've said that. Those Gaskins and other people, not just them, it's these Asian people that I have subscribed to. They respond back. I wrote to Eat With Q. She has responded back. She's the only one that I have reached out to that responded back to me, other than Lips. I talked to Lips one time over the phone. My son had ran into him when they was in Tennessee. And my son was buying liquor. And so, he ran into Lips. And it was so funny because my son called me. He was like, Mama, guess who I'm standing next to? And I was like, who? He said, the guy that you be watching on TV, on YouTube with the fingernails? And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, you lying. And he got on the phone, when he, what he says when he first starts his commentary, something, y'all, but whatever. I can't think of it right now. But he talked to me on the phone, y'all. And, you know, he didn't have to talk to me on the phone. He don't know me from Adam. But he talked to me. I went into one of his lives that when they was here, still here in Tennessee. And he just kept calling my name, Sugar and Spice, Sugar and Spice. I love me some Lips. I do. I love me. I love him. Love him, love him, love him. But to make a long story short, you know, I'm a type of person that I love people. And you know, don't get me wrong, I do love people. I love a lot of people. And there's nothing in me that it has an agenda. I'm a type of person, I don't have no agenda. You know, I was just on here, just, you know, give me something to do. I get bored, you know, and since I've been recovering in my body, I get bored. So I look at different little things on with TikTok and on Reels and stuff like that, or on Instagram. And sometimes I will record it, but I ask these people their permission first. And the ones that I have reached out to, you know, they grant me, you know, the that I can use a clip. So, but anyway, with that being said, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this head. Like I said, my hair it grows very thick, and I mean, if I could really just show y'all, if I could just show you, and that's just part of it. And I haven't even, like I said, it's really hard for me just to comb this stuff out. And I don't know if because I'm weak, you know, I'm still kind of weak, you know, because of me, you know, not really being able to use my upper strength for months. And but when I do decide to do something to my hair, I'm not a wig person. I've tried to wear wigs, and it irritates my forehead. It irritates like right here where my ears at. Cause see, I don't have big ears. I got little ears, and you know it's irritating to me. And it feels like I'm wearing a cap, which I don't really care for caps too much. I wear them, you know, like if it's cold outside, or I'm just kicking it, kicking it up with my kids, something like that. We go to the park or out camping somewhere, you know, we do, you know, I wear a cap then. And I don't really braid my hair. I know I went to this Asian shop here in Tennessee, and one of the Asian ladies, she seen my hair. That's when I had my hair picked all the way out, and that afro was rocking, baby. And she was like, no, you got too much hair. We got too much hair. It won't fit your head. It won't fit your head. I'm like, oh, so you saying I got a big head, which I know I got a big head. She said, no, it's not your head. It's your hair. And when she tried to touch my head, and I popped her on her hand. I'm like, I don't let nobody put their hands in my hair, you know, and, you know, that's my crown. This is my crown. Like I said, I'm a queen even if I don't have a king. I'm going to always be a queen. It's just like my strength. My strength in me, like I said, I can be laying down and when I was in the hospital, I thought, you know, everybody thought I was going to die. But I didn't, because like I told them once I was able to talk, when I'm down and I can't move, my brain is still active. And by my brain being active, thank the Lord, I'm standing up. I'm standing up in my head. And by me standing up in my head, there's nothing nobody can do to break that, can tear that down. And but Swartz, I'm not on here long. I'm gonna put a picture of my granny on the front of my my thumbnail. But she was a very, very, very strong woman. And, you know, she was a sharpshooter. You know, she was just straight, point blank to the point. She didn't cuss as much as I do. You know, I cuss. I think I got that from my mama. And then, you know, it's like I was trying to tell people about my eyebrows, because my eyebrows are really thicker than this. And the reason why my eyebrows are so thick, because my daddy was half Mexican and black, and my mother was black and, you know, brown skinned black woman. But I don't know what my granddaddy was, but I just know he was a real tall, dark skin, smooth. It's on my mother's side, real smooth skin, curly hair, and it was thick. His curls was like this on his head. And I wish I had pictures of him, because when my granny's house caught on fire years ago, it burned up all of those pictures. And some of the pictures that I do have, you know, I had collected them from one of my nieces. But yeah, I'm not that concerned about hair texture. It's just that I need something to put on my hair that makes my hair manageable, so I can comb through it. My hair is very hard to comb through. And like I said, I got a big rake, a big pick. And I know people are, oh, you just exaggerating. Anybody can get their hair combed through. No. For some reason, I don't know the texture of my hair, or because it's like it's firm. You know what I'm saying? I can lay it down. You know, I can pull it up, lay it down, and, you know, I can lay it down. I can lay it all the way down if I want to. I brush it and brush it and brush it and brush it and brush it. But, you know, it grows. And I was trying to tell people, you know, I don't know. Everything that I use may not work on nobody else, but I know what I use on my hair to make it grow. And like I said, it's one lady, excuse me, was talking about I need to do my hair. But sister girl, you know, if my hair was like your hair, it'd be easy for me to do it. But since my hair is like my hair, it's very hard for me to do it. You know, some of these people can just swipe it up and put it in a ponytail and they can call it a day. It takes me hours to get my hair even manageable enough to put it in a ponytail. And my hair being the length that it is, I don't know what it is. I've seen people with shorter hair than mine. They can pull their hair back and make it into a ponytail. I can't. You know, it'll be like a little ball, a big ball, like it's in the back of my head. And then sometimes I can plait it. Depends if I wet it or something like that. Even when I wash my hair. You know how some people can wash their hair and their hair get real smooth and they can, you know, they can comb through it. My hair's not like that. I can comb it, but I gotta put it in sections to comb it and comb it and comb it and comb it. And then once I get it out of that section, I'm thinking I got that already combed through. And by the time I get to the other side or the other plait or whatever, that other side done did this right here again. You know, it just like that. I tell you, it's a job. It's a job. You can barely see my parts. You know, see? They there, but you can barely see them. And it's like that throughout my whole scalp. It's like that. And my sister's hair was like that too. But like I was saying before, my sister's hair was longer. Her hair grew all the way down her back. I have never been the type of person that let it grow that long, because I'm always cutting. And I can't stand for nothing to really be on my neck, see? It irritates me. And when it grows out like that, I either like, you know, try to twist it or something like that. But you know, your strength, you know, a lot of people go bald, but my thing is your strength is in your hair. Your hair is your glory. And my gray hair is my glory. It is gray, you know, and I have grown this hair. You know, it took me 7 months to grow it from when I had when I cut it all off, once I got out of the nursing home, because it was so matted, I couldn't even comb through it. I don't care how much water I put in there. I don't care how much conditioner I put in that head. I don't care what I put in my hair. I could not comb through it. So what I did was I just started cutting with the scissors. And then I got my son to kind of like, you know, even it up. But and I hate when people say, "Oh, it's just only hair." No, it's your glory. You know, it's the thing that God gave you. It made you unique. And you know, I am a unique woman. I'm not out here trying to be like no other female out here. Even the females that's my age. And what I look like, me being 63, trying to act like I'm 54 or 52 or 53. I don't, you know, that's not me. I'm proud of my age. I love my age. You know, just like I love my heritage. I love me. And it's one thing about it. Can't nobody be me but me. Can't nobody, you know, I don't copy people. I've heard people, oh, they copying me. They copying on me. I'll be looking at them when they talking about the braids in their hair. My phone is messing up. The braids. Man, don't you know people been putting braids in their hair for centuries? This is nothing new. These little braids and stuff people be putting on their hair, people been wearing their hair like that for centuries. For centuries. The different color fingernail polish and stuff that people put on their fingers. Them Asian people been doing that for years. This is nothing new. None of that stuff is new. There's nothing new under the sun. You know, everything comes in a full circle. You know, a lot of people don't believe it, but that's what it is. It comes in a full circle. And like I said, I just laugh at some of these people on YouTube, man, because some of the stuff they be saying on their channels and some of the things that is wrote in their comment section, and when they, you know, they get mad at people and then they call people all kind of stuff, you know, demons and witches and devils. And you're the devil. The devil is in you. Because if God was in you, you wouldn't call another person something that they're not. It's just people some people is obsessive. They really are. And I'm not going to sit up and lie and say that some of the stuff that lady does commentary on, or the friend zone, that's not obsessive, because it has been obsessive. It's been very obsessive. But I'm not here to defend Adrian, because Adrian can defend herself. Adrian is a full-grown 50-year-old woman, and she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's putting out here. She knows, but now she wants to get her subscribers to go and flag people's channels. You think she's just going to stop at that lady's channel? She going to flag everybody's channel that have said anything about her. Now, if you give her a positive feedback, she won't flag you. But if you called her on her mess, of course she's going to flag you and try to take your channel down. You know, that to me, that's selfishness. You know, you can stop this woman other ways. You don't have to try to take her channel. Why would you try to take a person's channel that they worked hard to, to get? Okay, yeah, they did commentary on you, and it's obsessive. It really is. But then again, why would you take away a part of her channel? Why would you do that? You just like your nephew, just like he did that Anisha girl. He was mad because of what she had, I guess, put out there about that Nicole girl. And they took her down. They took her channel. But she's building her channel back up. I think I haven't watched her in a while, months. But what I'm saying is, when these people feel like they got so much going on for them, they can strike and take your channels away from you. That ain't cool. That's not cool at all. That ain't cool. You don't even have to watch these people. These people are not taking anything from you. They're not taking your subscribers from you. They're not taking your cash apps from you. They're not taking your support team from you. But, like I said, when it gets to the point that it's obsessive or hate or jealousy, then it's time to, I'm sure it's time to flag them, because sometimes, it can get a little bit too much. And some things are just too much. Now, I did commentary on Adrian. I did commentary on her family. But to me, it was more funny than it was anything else. Most stuff that they did to me was funny. And, I pointed out different little things or something like that, but I don't get on here and drag B-Love's life. You so fat, or, you all chunky. She's a beautiful woman. She's growing into her age. She'll lose that weight when she's ready. But, she's just being herself now. She's being authentic. She's being who she wants to be. She's not being what everybody else wants her to be. She's not looking like everybody wants her to look. She's looking like what she feels within herself, which I think that is commendable for her. She stepped out on faith. She's like, either you're going to accept me or you don't. You don't have to accept me. Just like I said with me, people can criticize and talk about me like a dog, call me different names, talk about my hair, talk about my teeth, talk about my eyebrows, call me out of my name. You know what I'm saying? They can do all that. Hey, that's you. That's you. But, but it doesn't make me be what you said that I am. I know who I am. And I'm going to always know who I am. And just like I was talking to my nurse today, I was telling her about YouTube. And I was like, they were saying that, they try to act like everybody need a psychiatrist. Everybody's got mental health. It ain't nobody in this world ain't got mental health. Even the ones who's always talking about it. Even the ones who talk about other people have mental health. You got mental issues too. Because if you didn't have them, you wouldn't be focused on another person's problem. If they need help, they can go to a professional to get that help. Just like when I gotta have surgery done, you think I'm just gonna let any Tom, Dick, or Harry perform surgery on me? No, I'm gonna go to a professional. I'm gonna make sure his credentials are right. I'm gonna make sure that he at least done this surgery more than 10 times. And look at the outcome of that surgery before I let him perform it on me. But Swords, I just come on here to tell you, keep your armor up, babies, and don't let nobody try to persuade you with their philosophy, with their viewpoints on church and church people. You go to God for God. That's a personal thing. It's not for the people. It's not for the masses. Now, y'all gather together, because, you're coming up with new ideas and new things to try to reach out and help people and bring them into the fold. You do things like that. You do things to help people, not to hinder them, not to hurt them. But it's not all about you patting me on my back or praising me and always calling my name. That does not make me, special in God's eyes. What makes me special in God's eyes is what I do. You don't be a hearer of the word, you be a doer of the word. And like I said, I don't put those labels on people and call them devils and demons and you wicked and all this right here. You may do wicked things. You may do demonic things. But, and I don't let everybody pray over me or for me. I don't trust other people's prayers. Because everybody's prayers is not genuine. They'll say it, but it's not genuine. And when it's not genuine, it has no effect. None. We're only human beings out here in this world. We make mistakes. We do stupid things. We, on YouTube, we talk about people for some reason, for different little things. And we also criticize people. We have our own thing. We criticize the people in Hollywood, the famous people, athletes and whatever. But when it comes to the point that you're constantly badgering these people or stalking them or, trying to find out their personal information, then that's where the line should be drawn. It's only that time that it should be drawn. And you got to have thick skin out here. And I really thought Adrienne had thick skin, but I see that she doesn't. I see that she is wimpified. When she said her sister's mouth, see, you just as mousy as she is. You just bigger than she is. And, you know, I've never said that, my mouth said Adrian was ugly or Beloved Life was ugly. I don't think they're ugly people. You know, I haven't seen nobody really on YouTube that I think is ugly. You know, people different. God made us all in his image. You know, so what are you going to criticize God? You going to say that God is wrong for who he made, who he created? He created people unique. He created us the way he wanted us to be. I'm not saying mentally. I'm just saying the way we appear on the outside. You know, you got some bad chicks out here. I mean, bad. You got some bad brothers out here. Bad. I'm not talking about bad in the sense of dirty and nothing like that. I'm talking about bad as the way they look. And, you know, I've never been a jealous type. I've always complimented people on their looks and things like that. But you got some people, they so shallow that they cannot see beyond they skin or, you know, the way they shaped and stuff like that, which I think is really stupid. And in my state of mind, I think they're very stupid. Because if we still live in a life that you consider, because a person is light skinned, as being more beautiful than a dark skinned person, or a person that is thin is more appealing than a heavyset person, or a tall person is more good looking than a short person, then you messed up in the head. You messed up. And, you know, you may shoot that shit to somebody else. Somebody else may be dazzled by it, but a nigga like me ain't dazzled by no stuff like that. I mean, you can't dazzle me. It's nothing you can do to dazzle me. Nothing. Like I said, the only thing that dazzle me is the creation, what God has created. The heavens, the earth, the sea, and everything that roams up on it. That dazzles me. That puts me in, like, you know, you know, it makes me daydream a lot. But like I said, I'm a fighter. I'm going to be a fighter to the day I die. And it don't mean I'm going to per se try to go back and forth with people, because I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do it. Because, I mean, why should I? Because, see, the only way I'm going to go back and forth with you, I won't go back and forth with you, especially in my face. There's no way. No way. Now, on YouTube, okay. You know, you're behind the camera thug. You know what I'm saying? You're behind the camera bad. But personally, at my door, you might walk in that motherfucker, but somebody's going to be carrying your ass out. Seriously. And, you know, I've always been like that. I'm sorry, I've always been like that. But, you know, I don't have time for the monkey shit. I've never been passive. I mean, you can look at me and tell I'm not a passive person. That's the reason why I believe both of my marriages didn't work out. One of my husbands was hoish. The other one was very domineering. And I didn't care too much about the first one. But the second one, you know, I had kids with him. And he was very, very, very domineering. First one was domineering too. You know, he was jealous. But that second one was very domineering. I mean, he wanted to just completely just shut me down because I was too bold. I was too blunt. And a lot of these women don't know how to be blunt. They don't know how to, I mean, they can be argumentative. I mean, anybody can argue. Anybody can cuss. But a lot of women is not dominant. And I am an alpha female. I know what I am. I've always been that way. I'm an alpha female that loves alpha men. I love strong men. You know, I'll die loving strong men. And people think because you get a certain age that you don't have that same mindset as far as like your likes and your dislikes. My likes and my dislikes will always be the same. And You know, like I said, I think other people are cute or fine or handsome, but it don't mean that I would want them, you know, and it don't mean they want me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the major catch, but honey, I'm going to tell you something. I've been told many a times that I was a very sexy woman. And it's not so much as being pretty on the outside. Girl, don't you know how to use, you know what I'm saying? You got to use that womanhood. You got to know what you're doing. And, you know, and so like the thing with that girl talking about jealousy and all that, I laugh about that stuff because I'm like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. You know, the stuff you're talking about is what these 20-year-old girls is talking about out here. So, you know, she's not old herself, but she's not as young as these 20 and 30-year-old girls that is banging. All natural. Nothing's been injected, rejected, or nothing in their body. You know what I'm saying? They're just naturally born, statuous stallions. That's what they are. And like I said, I've gotten older. I'm still trying to get my walk together, you know, because I've been in this wheelchair for too long. And it's started hurting my behind, y'all. And I don't say people, I mean, now I know people that is handicapped, you know, they can't get out of it. But I mean, man, their butts got to be as tough as steel because mine ain't like that. You know, I've always had a big derriere, wide hips, you know, really no breast, and smaller waistline. And when I was younger, I didn't have no belly. You know, I didn't start getting a gut until I was around about in my late 40s. And that's when I had gained all that weight. But y'all, I'm on here just to tell you, just stay strong. Keep your mind elevated to positive things, and positive things will come to you. And never let anybody make you feel, you know, ostracize you against your church or your beliefs. You know, if you believe in God, continue to believe in Him. Because without Him, I wouldn't exist. Without Him, I wouldn't be sitting up here today. Without Him, I would still be laying on my back or probably dead. But I thank God that He's seen the strength in me, that He rose, you know, He raised me up. And He's given me back my mental faculties that it was there, but I couldn't get it out my mouth. So, but now that I can get it out my mouth, now it's trying to affect this right here. Like I said, it's numb. But I'm going to get that checked out too. And, you know, when I get ready to go to the dentist, I'm a chicken, y'all. I ain't lying. I am a chicken. I don't like to have no needles stuck in nowhere in my body. And when they have to stick them needles in your gums, my God, I grab the dentist's hand and they be like, let go of my hand. I be like, look, it hurts. And they go all the way down up in there. And I'm like, no, man, that hurts. I got a set of grills that my son had brought for me about 4 years ago. And as soon as he brought, I think I said this before, as soon as he brought me the upper part, this tooth right here came out. And I'm like, yeah, man, I can't win for losing. You know what I'm saying? And then I was thinking about, you know, just going to get them all taken out. I mean, I got good strong teeth. I'm just missing teeth, you know. I had a gold tooth right here for years, since I was like 13 years old. And that was the only metal that I had in my mouth. And, you know, but other than that, you know, other than me dealing with the hypothyroidism, you know, which I everything that they had wrote about hypothyroidism, I was the prime candidate. They even took me into a room with other doctors, about 12 doctors up in there. And because they were so intrigued that I had all of the symptoms, everything, every bit of it. And they were just intrigued, you know, by that. They still intrigued by me. And, but, you know, like I told them, I said, I'm a strange egg. When God made me, He broke the mold. It's just like he broke the mold with you. Don't nobody share your fingerprints but you. So by you having your own fingerprints, that means you are unique. You are a unique person. But I'm just here to just continue to tell you, put on the whole armor of God. Always keep yourself shielded and protected. Always. And read the 91 Psalms, the whole chapter. And, just trust and believe in God, and faith without works is dead. You got to, be about it, Don't say you want it and not try to get it. You got to get it. It's not that you're, putting God to the side. That means you are working by faith. And so Swartz, I love you all. And I'm finna get off of here, but I am going to put my granny's picture on my thumbnail. And I'm going to show you what I was talking about when I said they're talking about light skin, dark. We didn't go through no bullshit like that. My family wasn't like that. We wasn't like that. All of us was precious in each other's sight. The light-skinned ones, the brown ones, the red ones, the golden ones, the dark ones, the brown ones. We was all treated the same. It was no, put one before the other one. It wasn't like that. Like I said, even with my uncles, aunties, all of them, it wasn't like that. They made us all feel valuable and special. Did we have dysfunction in our family? Yes, we did. Did we have problems in our family? Yes, we did. But we overcame it. You can't lay in the mud forever. You got to get out of it. And when I say laying in the mud, I mean the mud that's in your brain. You got to be able to open up that brain and stop the stinking thinking. So, like I said, I judge a person by their character more than I do by their looks. God looks at us at our hearts. He's not looking at your fancy lipstick and your eyelashes and your hair and your nails and your skin color. He's not looking at that. He's not looking at you and say, oh, you my special. He looks at me just like he looks at anybody else. I'm special, and I know I am. I don't need nobody to tell me that I am. And I want you to know that you're special. No matter what criticism that you've had in your life, no matter what your background was, you are a special individual. And you got to learn how to weed out whatever that was in your environment, in your upbringing. You have to learn how to weed that out. And you got to give it to God. And when you give it to him, you got to believe that he got it. And when he got it, it's over. There's no more going back to it. And even if it's brought up to you, you know how people always try to tell you about yourself? Even when it's brought up to you, it's no condemnation. You have no feelings about it because, okay, it was like that. All right. And what's your point? So anyway, y'all, I'm finna go. But I love you all with the love of the Lord. And I'm finna get off of here because I am hungry. I haven't eaten anything all day. Me and this nurse, we talked for hours. And for some reason, she loved my conversation. And so we talk about everything. We mainly talk about medical stuff because she knows that I'm into science. She knows that I'm into history. And that's something I've always been into. I've always been into mythology, and different things like that. I've always been into stuff like that. So anyway, y'all, I'm finna go. I love you all with the love of the Lord, and continue to come and share my videos out. Subscribe, like, comment, leave me a comment. I appreciate every comment, even if it's negative. You know what I'm saying? I heart you up because, you didn't have to come. You didn't have to view my channel. So I appreciate everybody that comes to me. I appreciate everybody that God draws to me because you see, many are called, but few are chosen. And like I said, I know that I am I'm more hardcore than I am anything else. I already know this. And I don't have to be like that. I know how to switch it on and switch it off. But God will bring the people to me that's supposed to be with me. And they will ride with me, throughout my journey. And I truly believe that in my heart. And so I thank the ones that have came. Like I said, if I've said anything to offended about it, then I'm sorry. But I try to do it tactfully as much as I can. I'm not professional like some say they are. But, I'm not like some people. But I'm like me, okay? So anyway, just take me as I am. Okay? Bushy head and all. Bushy head, bushy brows, no teeth and all. Love me or leave me. Just the way it is. Either way it goes, sister girl still gonna survive. I've always been that woman that survived. And I'm gonna always be that way. Like I said, if I'm on my deathbed, in my mind I'm still standing. That's the faith I have in God. Because I know He will not leave me, and He will never forsake me. And He will never leave you, and He will never forsake you. No matter what you've done in life, no matter what you've done, no matter what other people have done to you, forgive those people and go on, move on. You don't have to carry that burden with you. You don't have to carry that. It's not for us to carry other people's burdens. It's not for us to, get up there and try to save somebody. You point a person in the right direction. It's up to them if they choose to go that way or not. And I'm not here to try to push anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. The only thing I can say is what works for me, honey. And, but I thank God that I still have joy and I still have life. And I'm glad that I still have an open mind. I still know how to laugh. I know how to joke, and I still, I still see the beauty in things. And what most people have forgotten. And, I try to tell people, I'm not like most people grannies or they mamas. I'm different. I know I am. My sons and my daughters have they friends and they in-laws that is totally different from me. They're, I'm not saying they passive, but they don't have that same spirit in them. They have to get mad to get the spirit. I don't have to be mad. And it's not I'm an evil spirit. It's just that my spirit comes out and it comes out forceful. Sometimes it comes out bold. And I've always been a bold person. I've always been a person that did not have any fear. And so y'all just take it easy. And so am I. I don't know what I'm going to make me. I might make me, I don't really know what I want. I got some eggs in there, but I don't feel like scrambling me some eggs. I got fish. I got chicken. I think I have, my daughter brought me some steaks. I got them up in the freezer. But I don't know what I'm going to fix. But whatever I fix, I'll fix it. So, I guess now they're coming here and calling me silverback because of my hair. Hey, silverback is mystique. They're beautiful. They're very beautiful. I think everything that God made is beautiful. They may not have a good spirit. They may not be beautiful on the inside. You know what I'm saying? But we all beautiful. And we all special and beautiful in God's sight. Who cares what the next person think about you? Who cares what they call you? Never give room to anything that anybody say about you. Let it go in this ear and come out the other. Because if you dwell upon it, you'll become it. You'll manifest what they say. Never manifest something that somebody said to you that is going against you or who you really are. Who you know that you are. Like I said things, I see things. I have a discerning spirit. And like I said, I don't let everybody pray over me or for me. And period. I don't trust spirits. You know, I don't trust everybody's spirit. I can't. You know, it has kept me. It has kept me thus far, and I've always, like I said, been a person that God has always taken care of. So, with that being said, Swords, I will see you all later, and stay strong and keep the peace. Bye.